Speaking of streaming, we have another Chicagoan who is joining us, and someone that Mary knows quite well because she's a Chicago. See, the critics and the people who make the theater are not always adversarial. There's a great symbiotic relationship between them. So Mary Shen is and has been a theater critic for something like 30 years. Vicki Quade has been an actor and writer and playmaker. She is the one. She is someone who.
Vicki, I see your window there. Hi.
And co-created Late Nite Catechism, which made it to New York and played in Chicago and plays all over. And Vicki, you've also been doing, even virtually, you've been doing a show, right? Well, last time we talked a couple months ago. How's that coming?
Streaming is not as good as being live.
Right.
And in fact, now it's actually getting harder because everybody is streaming. You can go on Netflix and Amazon and Hulu and YouTube and it just there's so much out there, but I'm still streaming performances. What Mary was talking about, I actually had a show, Easter Bunny Bingo. It had just opened. We did one weekend, and I had the wherewithal to have it videotaped, and so we converted that and streamed it in April. So we were one of the early streaming performances. And that, Mary is absolutely correct. That production of theater, at Theater Wit of Teenage Dick, showed all of us what we could do. Said Dick.
That you do play, as Joyce points out, you're the nun, and we're making you say Dick.
The nun is aware. But it did give us all the idea that we should be streaming too. So what I did is I went into my archives. I had lots of archival videos of my shows, and I created something called From the Archives. And I've been streaming every few months my shows all year.
Now, Mary, can you give us one other example? Sorry.
Okay, Davey, we're taking this in sequence. Okay, so up through April, people were streaming material they already had. They were digging through their tape libraries and showing us tapes of past shows.
Right.
But some of the theater companies were creating new shows. A group called Black Button Theater put together something called The Mask of the Red Coronavirus that essentially was a lot of little tape segments with variety acts, based on the Edgar Allan Poe story. But in theirs, a powerful prince who sounds an awful lot like one of our country's leaders. The first of many people doing imitations of the departing president. At any rate, so but the show strung together variety acts that these people hiding from the plague used to keep them entertained.
Right.
Northlight Theater took their publicity pictures from their soon to open but canceled production of Intimate Apparel and put together a storyboard story with the photographs and a little bit of narrative in between, to tell it sort of like a storybook. The point that I'm making is that people were creating new material.
Yeah.
A group called Little Brain talked about how they've got to postpone their production of Love's Labor's Lost. Okay, and here they were all ready for it, and then all of a sudden they realized, wait a minute, this is Love's Labor's Lost. A whole bunch of artists are saying, we're going to go into isolation, and we'll emerge much better in 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, well, they meet women and then they kind of, they're not isolated for very long. We
Okay,
got like,
well,
listen, we got really not even a minute left with Mary Shang Barnage and Vicki Quade, oh, and my aunt calling in. So guys,
Okay.
I really have gotta wish you a very, very happy.
I want to go like this.
Oh, do it. Yes, your book.
good.
Please plug your book while
I'm plugging my book,
I ask my
Close
aunt.
Encounters of a Chicago Kind. Right.
So close.
Today's-
How can people get it, Vicki?
Eckhart's Press, CKHARTZ Press.com.
Black Hearts Press.
No, Blackheart, Eckhart's,
Oh, Eckhart, I'm sorry, Eckhart's Press.
CKHARTZ
And very quick, what is the
Press.com.
book about? It's about
It is my
yeah.
traveling around Chicago, interacting with people, witnessing things, fun, vignettes.
Just make sure
And
Mary's not in there or her name's changed.
Yes, any stories about Mary or me, make sure the names are changed. Guys, so great to really
thank
see
you so
you guys.
much.
Happy 2021 in Chicago to you guys. Hope to be zooming with you long before the year's over. So just stay healthy, stay well, stay creative, both of you, and productive. Have a great one, guys. Happy New
Thank
Year.
you so much.
You too.
New
Happy
Year.
New Year.
You too. Bye, Mayor. And bye to Vicki.